What's going on, YouTube? Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so we can move the chains. Now, there's been a lot of confusion, and I've seen both sides of the argument for the XFL overtime. Some people love it, and then, some people hate it. So we're going to talk about the XFL overtime, and I think it's a step up, honestly, from the NFL overtime. I hate the overtime in the NFL. I mean, to think that we could have a game where two teams from across the country come play, have a 3-hour long game, they're going at it, ends 23-23, going to overtime, and the game could end in a tie. To think that, that's a possibility, I have a strong opinions against the NFL overtime. That's just me. But let's break down the XFL overtime. Now, in the XFL overtime, if you haven't heard about it already, it's a 2-point shootout inspired by a soccer shootout, kind of like hockey, but it's more like soccer shootout, and there are 44 total players on the field. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Team 1's offense versus Team 2 defense on one side, then Team 2's offense versus Team 1 defense on the other side. Now, each team gets a total of 5 attempts, and these are alternating attempts, so Team 1 goes on offense, then Team 2 goes on offense. They get 5 total attempts, and the best of those 5 attempts wins the game. And teams get 1 point for scoring a touchdown. They can also get a point from forcing a turnover. So essentially, it's very hard to end with each team having 5 points, obviously, after that. And the XFL has actually tested this with the Spring League, so they know that it works because of these tests. And Oliver Luck came out and said the overtime should only last as little as 4 minutes. So think of all this action, all of this swing of momentum in the span of 4 minutes. That's a small time frame for a lot of football. And because of the extra point tier system during the game, there are going to be less overtimes. I mean, with the Alliance of the American Football, we barely saw any overtimes. And, I think that this should end up pretty well. We may get 1 or 2 overtimes throughout the whole entire year. I cannot wait to see this, though, when it actually happens. I'm a huge fan of the XFL. Let me know your opinion, as always, down below. If you are a fan of this XFL overtime, thanks for watching the End Zone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so we can move the chains.